Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Valagar Aloevain, back for some more Dungeons & Dragons Online. So for this quest here, it is bestowed by Aloevain there. And again, we are in the Tower of the 12 here. So once you pick up the quest, you do want to just make your way down to the edge. And then we're going to head through the Lower Arcanum. So as you see, we did make an attempt here. It has been a long time since I've run these quests, so I was just kind of getting my bearings again. Alright, so once in, first thing we do want to do here is obviously get our hireling out to give ourselves some death ward. And the rest of our buffs here. So the first thing we want to do is talk to this caster right here. She's going to basically cast a spell, so you just gotta wait for her. Once she does, she's gonna open up the door here, and immediately on the other side, as you see, we are going to get attacked by some baddies. Alright, so as soon as you defeat them, we're gonna want to just head straight. We'll hop down here, which there is gonna be another fight. You also notice there that we have some event champions. Again, this is still just day 2 for us. I know the event is long over by the time that this has been actually released here. But day 2 for us here. Alright, from here we do want to just head across this. Now I know it looks kind of scary here, but it is a solid floor. And we're going to want to head in. Now here we have an apprentice, and he's basically saying, well, unlock the door if you kill the guys. So you want to kill the guys. There we go. And now he's gone and unlocked our door, so we can head in. Deal with all the extra guys. Alright. So now that we've done that, we do want to head off. Continuing here. And we can head north. Those evil eyes are no joke. They do a lot of damage and can do it out real quick, so. Alright, once you're done, obviously go ahead and grab your breakables. And then we're going to head north, and we will see the guy standing next to a giant mage fire cannon. And we're going to talk to him there. So he's going to let us know that we need to trap a bunch of elementals. Now, in order to trap the elementals, we need to find rooms similar to this here. And essentially, you got to drag the elemental into the spawn point here, and then kill him that way. Now, I'm not sure how that's going to work with this guy. There we go. So it wasn't actually inside the barrier. So for fire, it's a little annoying because obviously they don't really like coming directly at you, and you gotta destroy them inside of the barrier here. Once you do, it will start powering up, and this room here is an infinite respawn room. As you see, it is just gonna keep spawning them in. So you'll know you got them if once they are almost dead, they kind of shrink down to nothingness. There we go. And we need one more fire elemental here. And there we go. So once he dies, we'll be able to grab the essence and exit this section here. As you see, we do still need earth, water, and air. So we do have some more rooms to deal with. So the first one here, we are going to go through the door right here. And just like all the others, we are immediately waylaid by baddies. Alright, so for this quest, it definitely helps actually having real healers and not just hirelings, especially if you are doing it on Reaper difficulty, as there are so many ways to take damage, large amounts of damage, that it's super handy. Alright, so heading further in, you can head around the corner. And this one is going to bring us to the Earth Elemental Room. Now, if you are ever looking for Earth Soul Gems, this is a really great place to do it. If you're looking for the Adamantine Ritual boost, again, doing this quest actually just on normal puts these elementals in range, so this is a great room to be in. So again, just like before, we need to head up, get the attention of these Earth Elementals. Once we have their attention, we do want to drag them back to our kind of center here. Now, as they are melee range type guys, it's a lot easier to get them into the ring. And again, it's the same thing. You just want to get enough elementals in here so that we can move on. Alright, so there's our second one. Now at this point, if you do have sorry, Dimension Door, it does make it handy, as we need to head back up there. If not, we can just head straight out the door and kind of just run to the beginning here. Alright, now once we get into this main room, again, as you notice, we do have some beholders, some more of our lovely eye friends. Alright, now from here, we do want to use these kind of air jets, the reverse light gravity, and we're going to head up, and we're just going to keep heading up here. And we're going to head off to the east. So now that I'm up here, Alright, so again, so kill the beholder, kill the eyes. Alright, now we have two directions that we can head. I'm going to start with south. Ultimately, you only need to go one direction. Alright. So ultimately, you only need to go one direction, as it does lead all the way back up and around. Alright, here we go. Give a top-up heal as well. Alright. And yeah, you just want to make your way around. Now, you'll notice a lot of these doors on the side, they are completely for show, don't actually do anything. Alright, so again, here's the other path if you would gone through here. And yeah, so it just kind of loops around. Has a few breakables, but ultimately it's just a loop. I like to go all the way around because it gets the breakables, but that is again dealer's choice. Now from here, we do want to head up, and we will actually come to a giant portal room. That has two portals. Now one of them will have Thrashic Hounds. Now if you head through the one that has the Thrashic Hounds, so this one here, which is off to our right, it's going to port us into this room here. Now inside we actually can have a named Thrashic Hound appear. As well as some extra add-ons. And some breakables. So here we got a chest at the end. Grab our loot. So it doesn't appear that we got the named one, but at least we gave it a shot. And head on out. So since we didn't get it, we want to head now to the east, which will be to the Air Harvest Tower. So if you look, you'll see Officer of Chief Elemental Officer. That's the one that can have the optional. Obviously the Air Elemental Harvest, that is where we grab that Air Ele essence. So here we go. Now this one is also kind of annoying, as they start up top, and with Air Eles, you know, they like throwing you around, so. Alright. Seems they have gone through and changed that, so now that the air elementals, as soon as they touch the ring, they get ported out. So awesome. Now, once we have that air, there is only one left, and that is our water. So for that one there, we're going to head out. Now, it's usually at this point that I take the opposite direction rather than when I'm done. That way we're clearing it without having to do any type of backtracking. And we're back here. So for this one here, we do need to head all the way across to the other side. So we can go ahead and jump down. Again, watching yourself as these platforms can spawn in those guys. And obviously you don't want to be caught with your proverbial pants down. So again, just like the others, we're going to have some enemies. Now, one way that really does help is taking them out kind of guy by guy, as the eye horrors themselves really aren't too difficult, but the evil eyes that they spawn upon defeat, those can be. So if you have too many of them at once, that's just a recipe for disaster. So with this path here, obviously this is the water one. It is very similar to the air one that we had just done, with one exception. There actually is a door that we can head through. Down this path. So it does split off again, going both directions. We just chose off to the left here to start. Go. So here we have the mountain spring. This one will be our water Ellie area. So again, same like before. Kind of park in the center. You're going to want to drag them in. Finish them off. So there we go.
Take their essence and bind it to the mage fire cannon. You've gathered the last remaining
Alright, so there we have that one.
Return to the basement and
Now we're going to head back to
cannon.
where we had met the guy in the first place, in that fire room. You also notice in this room to the north we have a hidden door. Just like the others, it's going to kind of head around the end, and we have a special flesh render. Now you will notice the eyes do kind of spawn in here, so just watch yourself. And again, we got some loot here. Now at this point we do want to head out. And we're going to make our way back around. And then we're going to actually take the northern pass there as well. So at this point, obviously, you do not have to take that north path. That is optional. And that would just lead for some additional kills. And some additional breakables here. At least I thought it was breakables. So yeah, it's just a few extra kills. And a collectible. Alright, here we go. Alright, so from here, we do need to head back to the center. And then head down. Now, I do want to warn you, when heading back to the center at this point, there is going to be some kind of baddies. So what we can actually do here is head up and just hug the wall. This will drop us down to the north, right in the section we need to be. So as you can see there, they're kind of spawning in. Got Wolf making his way around there as well. Now, again, you can choose to kill. I'm just waiting to kind of get these ads. Alright, so now that the ads are down, we are going to go after the big bad boss. Now, he is a little bit tankier. And kind of annoying, to be honest. But ultimately, he's not, like, end of the world annoying.
He shall be remembered as Opulox the Dead.
And who is hitting you? Alright. So once he dies, he does drop a nice little chest. As well, we can now use these shrines. Obviously, you can use these shrines at any time. Now, I also want to point out, down there at the bottom, way at the bottom, there's also a second set of shrines. So if you do require extra use of shrines, just check down there. So again, I'm going to grab that shrine here. Just get a nice little top up. Alright, so from this point, again, we do want to head north. And we're going to head back to the guy that had the mage fire cannon. And with all the essences, we can now actually use the cannon to call in reinforcements. So here we go. We can click on the cannon.
The mage fire cannon is
and then we can fire the cannon.
and ready to be fired.
So once we do, it'll bring in all our Lord of Stone allies that we had gotten in the last quest.
Stone's forces pour in through the entrance that you made.
So here they are.
Accompany them to the central portal. To
Now
make
at this
your
point,
move
we
on
do
the
need to head back to the center. And along the way, they're actually going to be assisting us. So here we go. And as you see, these two are going to have a staring contest. And it's overall just distractions. Now it does spawn in actual enemies to fight. And just like these, they will assist you in the fight. Alright, so once everybody has arrived at the portal, you're going to want to head through the portal, which will be our end fight. So here we are again with the Lord of Eyes and the lovely scepter we had gotten for him in Acute Delirium. And basically it's going to be a boss fight with him. Now he will be spawning in other enemies when he gets to specific amounts. As well, we do have some allies here. So we got two gargoyles that are going to help. And every now and then they're going to toss us in an extra here, just nothing major, but... And yeah, so you just got to deal with their conversation at first. It's going to shrink, and once he's shrunk, we can kind of head in and around. Again, watch yourself as they will be spawning in guys throughout this area. So I definitely recommend taking on the ads before really dealing with anybody else. Here he is. And as you can see, here's those ads. Ouch. So yeah, as you can see, a lot of guys, a lot of pain. And it's kind of going to just be a watch yourself type deal. And then again, another beatdown. After, again, he takes a fair amount of damage. Hopefully it doesn't hit us for 600 damage again. He will then do his own bit and summon in some more portals. So here he is, more eyes on this. Kind of summoned in those traps. So again, just take out the trash. Then focus on the big guy. And that's pretty much the fight. It's a fairly standard beatdown. It is a little bit of a tough fight. But again, at the end, 37,000, a nice little chunk. And we get some good loot out of this. Or rather, you can get some good loot, some interesting loot. So we got the Cleanse Scepter. Which actually I'm going to grab this one here. And like as you can see, each one of these do have negative effects. So like the single-mindedness, it's really good for evocation, but not enchantment. Alright. So once you're done, you're going to want to go ahead and recall out and turn in the quest. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. It's been a blast, and I'll see you guys later. Have a good one all.